Guys, it's Jacob from Stringbuzz here, stringbuzzworld.org being a music journalism site, links are in the description down below. And we have a brand new song review for you today, and it's the latest track from James Blunt of all people, and that's Love Me Better. So I'm going to refer to the original articles I usually do for these videos, so I hope you enjoy. So I haven't really ever been too attached to James Blunt or his discography, but seeing him come back with such popularity does make the early 2000s inner me smile just a little bit. I thought his music was okay in the past, but often oversaturated by the media, meaning that it was always repeating over and over on just about every broadcast. However, you guys don't care about all of that, so shall we see what I thought of this brand new track? I don't really see me remembering this one by tomorrow morning. I mean, it's not terrible or bad or anything like that, but it's just so plain and forgettable, and anyone could have made this track and I wouldn't have batted an eye. I just think James's natural folky voice didn't sit very well in this big summer house atmosphere, and the song just seems so commercially forced. If this track had Jonas Blue featuring James Blunt as the title, it would have made instant sense to me, but this track doesn't suit James as an artist, and that's coming from someone who wishes people well when they try to vary their sound. I just don't think this variation suits him. Production-wise, the song is solid, and I will admit that. Each element is thick and covers the stereo field very well, and James's vocal track actually sounds very well mixed. My problem with it, though, is that it has a lack of exciting or original tones and timbres. The lead synth sounds like it's straight up ripped off of the latest Chainsmokers album, or rather track, which was released fairly recently. The pads are all watery and dull. The bass is there, but only to fill up the low-end gap, as it really added nothing to the song, like musicality-wise or anything like that, or even with the timbres, as I mentioned earlier. And the drums even sounded particularly drained for an electronic type track. I mean, yes, everything functionally works well and sounds decent, the mixing is all great and everything is well balanced, but it's just not very interesting. When it comes to the musicality of this track, I thought it was really narrow-minded and lacking imagination. We basically had two sections, a verse section and a chorus section. No real pre-chorus, bridge, exciting intro, memorable outro, or any real transitions, to be honest. The only transition we did get was a moment of silence, which just always makes me sigh, if I'm totally honest. I thought James did okay vocally, and he never sounded weak or anything like that, but there was no emotion or enthusiasm there. It was very sleepy and restrained. Way too restrained for this type of track, anyway. The melodies were functional, but a tad monotonous. That's a difficult word to say when you try and put tad in front of it. And the harmonies were practically non-existent. The drop was really weak as well, which is always disappointing, and the lead synth instrumental melody was completely redundant, and I just think the track suffers from laziness, to be honest. It just had no substance or unique quality to it, nothing original. Lyrically, the track is actually very strong, and I will say that James has a couple of corker lines in here which are thought-provoking and personal and emotional. It's just a shame that the vocal performance didn't really match up with that. But there are too many verses full of lyrics like this with no variation or diversity, and it kind of takes a shine off of some messages because of that. Basically, if you have too many of one thing, then it sort of spoils the original idea, and especially in a song so short and kind of mundane like this, I think it's kind of a shame. So all in all, not a bad track, just not a particularly good one. Judging by the comments, everyone seems to really enjoy this song, and fans are happy that he's come back. I know a lot of people are moaning that he's not back to his original self. I'm not really against somebody changing their music, I just didn't think this worked on this outing, and as long as people are happy to see him back, then that's all that really matters, really. So I gave it a G rating of 5 out of 10, straight down the middle, just an average track, really. If you like this video, then please leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you around next time. Bye bye.